I don't know.
So Andrew, you were shut down November, I think, 2nd.
Yeah.
So can you kind of take us to the best of your ability through the chronology, what you did, where you went, what kind of treatment you received?
Yeah. So November 2nd, was that, if that was the day I went on IR? Or, yeah. So pretty soon after that, I went over to the Netherlands and started doing rehab with a trainer that I've worked with in the past and I trust very much. And there's really not much more to it than that. We just rehabbed at a clinic in the Netherlands, and nothing crazy, no injections, nothing out of the ordinary. A lot of rehab and a lot of work, and made a lot of progress.
So nothing was put in your, it was all just strictly, you classified as strength training? How would you classify, when you say?
Classify, yeah, rehab, strength training, soft tissue work. No.
At what point did you realize you needed to go over to the Netherlands? Was there,
Yeah.
did you do something? Was it slow? Was there movement?
No, yeah, that's a good question. It's been, I think I realized in my mind that it was necessary for me to sort of get away because I was allowing myself to get pulled in too many directions, and it was hard for me to keep a singular focus on just getting better and getting better and getting better. And I think I allowed myself to become a distraction, which I did not want to be. I think I just needed to keep it simple, and that meant getting away. And so I think it's been very productive, and it's nice to be back.
Does that mean that you pulled in different directions? Do you mean medically? Do you mean?
No, yeah, mentally, and just the ability to focus on getting better every single day, if that makes sense.
Can you compare how your shoulder feels now versus maybe how it felt like late September, right before you started your first throw?
Yeah, no, I feel stronger, more stable, more confident in it. Yeah, it's better.
Last time we saw you, Andrew, you were making, I don't want to, 25, whatever,
Yeah.
the throws on the far side of the indoor practice facility. Was it a matter of, was it taking longer for the soreness to go away? I mean, what brought on the
Yeah, I was experiencing pain still, and that scared me because I felt, or started sort of remember the previous year and why I had surgery in the first place because I was feeling pain while doing things. So I think that was something that hit my mind and precipitated all those sort of these events happening.
You said that you talked about the rehab to pretty ordinary treatments, what you said.
Yeah.
Does that mean you could have done that here in the States, but chose to go over there?
Yeah. So the therapist that I worked with, his resources were over in the Netherlands, and clinic and other help, and so that's why in one specific place. So no, I could not have done what I did here from the sort of some of the people involved aspect of it.
But not medically, like
medically being defined medically.
certain procedures you can do over there that you can't do here.
Yes. So yeah, no medical procedures that were done
Okay.
over there. Yeah.
Okay. Have you thrown football recently?
No, have not.
And when will you?
Yeah. So I'm on. We're preparing to throw football, if that makes sense. So on sort of a progression to get to that point, and a lot of it still has to do with me and getting my strength back to a better level. I still have a ways to go there, and I really don't want to skip any steps along the way. And I do not think I need another surgery. I think I'm on the right path. I think I'm on the right progression, and I'm trusting in that. So we're in the process now of sort of preparing to get a football in my hands pretty soon.
Preparing as if there is no second surgery planned.
Yes,
Is the
yeah.
only way to know that if you start throwing and the soreness either does come back or does
No, I wouldn't say it's the only way to know is surgery. I think my gut and my feeling tells me that I do not need another surgery. I think I need to work more and more time and to stay on this straight and narrow, if you will. So I don't want it to sound like throwing is the test, you know, for how I'm doing. I'm doing well and will continue to do well, and that, you know, that's how I feel today.
Hey, Andrew, you're such a competitor. You clearly played through this with whatever it's been since week 3 of 2015. If you had to do this all over again, would you have had surgery sooner?
Whoa, that's a good question, and I haven't thought about that. And
You don't-
yeah, and no, I'm not going to entertain the question because I don't, you know, I don't think it's healthy to live in the past. And
Chuck said you basically essentially been through hell.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah. But I mean, okay, can you tell us what this has been like? I mean, it's been would it be a year tomorrow or whatever?
Yeah.
Since you last played in a football game.
Yeah.
What has the last 12 plus months been like?
Yeah, I'm not gonna act like I'm unique. Every NFL player, you know, the injury rate is 100% in this league, and that's true. But it's like any guy who's injured. It's not easy to watch your teammates go play. I do realize with football, I think what I value most out of it are your teammates and going out there and competing with guys and playing against another team, and to miss that is difficult. You do not feel like you're a part of the team. You know, it feels weird, but I don't feel like I'm a part of this team right now. And you can ask any injured guy that's on IR, and we've talked about this. You just don't feel like you can contribute, and you try to help out, and especially when you're around, you try to help out Jacoby or the other quarterbacks or the guys, but it's just an odd feeling. So it's not been fun, and it's not been easy. Certainly having a purpose and being able to work towards that purpose, which for me is getting healthy, is important. And I think that's also part of the reason why I needed to get away, was to be able to focus on that. I think 100%. And so it's still a lot to do and a lot to learn, but yeah, I don't want to act like I'm the only one who's ever gone through an injury or a surgery in this league, because I know I'm not.
Do you expect to throw by the end of January? Do you have any sort of time frame on when you want to start that going?
Yeah, well, I'd like to start it as soon as I can, and that, I know that's a vague answer. That means, you know, me feeling physically confident enough to get going, and we're on a progression. I'm not going to put a date on it. I think it's unfair to myself. I think it's unfair to anybody else involved. So as soon as I can.
Is there any concern that if you wait a little bit longer, that the start of the 2018 season might be in jeopardy at all?
No, I don't see that being in jeopardy at all.
Is it hard not to think? Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, Chad.
No, you're good.
That's, I guess, we're always looking for timelines, which
Yep.
you realize why, I guess.
Yep, I do.
And why sometimes you don't get timelines.
Yeah.
But are you as optimistic as you can be that OTA, training camp, the season?
Yeah.
Where's your head as far as?
Oh, I'm very optimistic. Again, I feel really good today. I do not think I need another surgery. I believe in the process I'm in right now. Got great help, and so I hope to continue to get better. And yeah, that's I plan on being ready for everything.
Meaning, I mean,
Everything official, NFL offseason schedule. Yeah.
On that note,
mid-April and all that on.
Timeline? Is that a timeline, Chad? Yes, I plan on being ready.
when you go back, I mean, it looked like you're coming out throwing, you're making passes, and you look's making progress. Hopefully, you'll play, you know, whether it's week 6, week 7.
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction when Chris Ballard or whoever it was said, you know what, we need to put you on IR?
I understood, and you know, a couple times look in the mirror and realize that realistically, there was not a chance for me to play when we figured out, you know, around that time at that time of the year, and so it was weird and tough to sort of switch gears from, all right, I'm preparing to get better to play in this season and to help the team, to then switch to, okay, now I'm preparing to get healthy in general. But it was difficult to come to terms with, but you know, like anything, you move on, and the focus sort of switched maybe a little bit then. Yeah.
What have you done to, you keep talking about you didn't feel like a part of the team.
Yeah.
I mean, outside, when you weren't rehabbing,
Yeah.
what were you doing to kind of keep your sanity mentally since you've never done through this?
In the past 8 weeks?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I was live a normal life, I guess. I mean, we were rehabbing 8 hours a day, so you put work in and be normal, clean up, vacuum, do what my girlfriend says, go to the store, get food, cook, watch TV, try and pick up some Dutch, which is a weird language, but yeah, just live a normal life, I guess. Yeah, yeah. You know, I don't know. I wish I could tell you, because that would mean I could tell myself. I think that it was a surgery on a shoulder, and from what I understand, surgeries and people have, you know, come out different from them, and different feelings from them, and I'm very happy with the surgery, and it did what it needed to do. Well, maybe there's just some other things that I have to work through that is outside of the average, and that's okay, you know. And I'll keep working through them.
Andrew, what was the low point?
Low point. Low point. There was a time, probably a couple weeks into being away from here, maybe early December, that was pretty difficult for me to sort of see the positive in things, and got through that and managed to see the positive in things a little more now.
Did you watch the game?
You know, I watched what I could.
What was it like watching the game from across the country, across the Atlantic?
Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird. It's hard to describe. It's like watching one of your siblings play a sport. You get really nervous and you feel quite helpless because you have zero control over what goes on, and coming to terms with having zero control over what goes on, I think, was important for me in that regard.
Hard as a quarterback not having control, like you said all along.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I think generally most guys are control freaks that that play that position. So, sort of letting go is one of the things I've had to learn, and learning that has helped me a little more through this process. But yeah, watching was weird.
as you talk about the low point, did it ever cross your mind like saying, I hope to get back playing football? I mean, it's your right arm. It's why you
Yeah.
in the NFL.
Yeah.
Did you ever start questioning, will I be able to get back out there? Will I ever be the Andrew Luck that was number one?
Yeah, well, I hope it's more than just my right arm for the reason I'm in the
Well, yeah.
NFL. But no, I've never entertained the thoughts of this sort of. I assume what you're saying is career
Yeah.
ending. No, yeah, sure, it's crossed my mind, but I haven't but I don't think that at all.
You talked about things you go through mentally, physically. The owner mentioned that some of it's between your ears.
Mm-hmm.
Is there some accuracy to that?
Yeah,
Did you question how you handle things? And
yeah, I think Mr. Irsay's comments maybe were taken out of context a little bit, and I've had a lot of discussions with Mr. Irsay, and come away each time feeling very impressed with how he's handled this team and him as a person, and appreciative to have a guy like him on your side, on my side, is awesome. But I think there are mental things that anybody who's injured goes through in any surgery, and not just football, but in any part of life. you know, that's something you have to work through, and the frustration of not being out there is part of it, and the understanding. I think naturally I'm somewhat of an impatient person, and understanding that patience truly is a virtue and it is necessary in situations has been important for me to understand.
There have been implications that maybe there was a rift between you and the team. Can you address that at all? Has there been any time where you wanted out of Indianapolis?
No, that I was not aware of those. I guess rumors, and no, that's not true. I'm very, very happy here.
You used past tense when you talked about pain earlier too. Does that mean right now you're pain free?
Yeah, I'm not exactly where I want to be. I'm not 100%. I'd like to think if I was 100%, I'd be suiting up for a game on Sunday. But my pain has significantly gone down, and that's why I feel so optimistic about the process and the plan that's ahead of me.
When you went to Europe, when you left, whatever November, whatever, did you stay over there the entire time, or did you come back at all?
I did. No, we stayed in the Netherlands the whole time, and ordered turkey from the butcher to make a Thanksgiving meal, and had Christmas there and work. So it was good.
What was the treatment? I mean, what did you do there that you couldn't do here, or what was this treatment
Yeah.
you know and you're familiar with?
Mm-hmm. It had a lot to do with him.
Okay.
And the Colts have been really, really supportive.
It was your choice to go over there, but they supported you?
Mhm. Yes, absolutely. And again, what the resources that he had over there that were not available here, a lot of it were some people and some other things. And yeah, so that's why, I think, if I'm answering your question.
You want to give your trainer some free pub? What's his name?
No, he doesn't need his name to be out there. Yeah.
Emotionally, just how draining has this been?
Yeah, you get a little emotionally tired. I am, I think, a little emotionally tired from the whole process, but that's all right. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, see y'all. Happy holidays.